Welcome to the Childcare Director's Chair, the podcast for bold educators who are ready to lead, grow, and shake things up in early childhood education. Whether you're a teacher eyeing that lead role, a lead stepping into leadership, or a center owner dreaming big, this is your space to grow with purpose and leave your mark. Hosted by heart-centered leadership coach Erica Sacoccio, each episode brings you real talk, actionable tools, and a contagious laugh or two, all designed to help you step into your next level with confidence. So pour your coffee, pop in those earbuds, and take your seat, because your leadership journey starts right now in the Childcare Director's Chair.
Hey guys, welcome back. You are tuned into the Childcare Director's Chair podcast. I'm your host, Erica Sacoccio, and I have a question for you. I have talked to directors all over the country, especially in the last couple months, and I really want to know, have you ever seen a director who seems to have it all together? Their team respects them, the parents trust them, and their center runs like a well-oiled machine. And you look at them and you think, what do they have that I don't? And here's the truth that no one tells you. They probably don't have more staff, and they're not working with the bigger budget. And no, they're not superhuman. They've just learned to lead from a different mindset. Because success in leadership, especially in early childhood education, is not just about systems. It's about how you think, how you respond, and show up when everything else feels like it's on fire. And today, we're unpacking the hidden mindset shifts that take you from surviving to leading like a force. Now, these aren't surface level pep talks. These are deep shifts that change everything. Number one, stop being a firefighter. You're a teacher. Those are two different things. Now, you might be married to a firefighter, but you're not one. You want to stop from firefighting to being future focused. Most directors spend their day reacting. You walk in, before you even put down your bag, you've got 5 problems waiting for you. But directors who rise above the chaos are the ones who stop reacting and start leading with intention. Empowered leaders plan, anticipate, and train their teams to solve before it escalates. Now, they don't just solve for today's issue. They build systems to make sure it doesn't happen again. And they create a culture where people think ahead and not just react in the moment. Ask yourself this: are you managing chaos or are you preventing it? Because the longer you lead from the weeds, the harder it is to see what's actually growing. And to be honest, you're not just here to survive the day. You're there to shape the future. So reshape your mind, have a little strategy, and move from this "it's all on me" to "I build capacity." I'm going to say that again. I build capacity. Break that lone wolf mentality, because burnout thrives where delegation dies. If you're doing everything yourself, it is no wonder you're exhausted. And let's be real, that's not real leadership. And it's honestly not sustainable. Empowered directors trust, they train, and they release control without losing standards. And that's a tricky one. They don't just tell their team what to do, they teach them how to lead. And letting go doesn't mean letting people down. It means lifting others up. And if your team can't move without you, you have built a bottleneck, honey, not a center. You're not building something that lasts. Everything depends on you showing up every second. And a strong center runs because of you, not only through you. And leadership isn't about doing everything. It's about building people who can. Let me say it again. It's about building people who can. If you're building a legacy, what happens if you're 65 years old or 63 years old and you're ready to retire? Did you build all that legacy for nothing? Of course not. You need this program to continue in your absence. And stop going from pleasing everyone to protecting what matters. For me, joy matters. I like to laugh. I like to have a good time. The last thing I want to do is go into work where it feels like drudgery. I am not interested in that. I want you to refine what success looks like for you. Because guess what? You're not going to be for everyone. And honestly, you shouldn't be. If you were trying to keep every parent, every staff member, and every vendor happy, you're going to lose yourself in the process. Strong leadership means being okay with not being liked by everyone. So I'm going to give you permission. Say no more often. Try it with me. No. Try it again. No. I know it's a new word for you, so one more time. No. especially when it protects your time, your vision, or your team energy. And yes, you keep handing out all the time is the thing that is burning you out. So stop with that yes to every little thing. I have to tell you, this year I cut out quite a few things that I used to say yes to all the time that I no longer say yes to. Protecting your time is protecting your mission, period. Empowered leaders don't shrink to stay liked, and they're not afraid to be misunderstood if it means that they're staying aligned with their values. You weren't made to be agreeable. You were made to lead change. And if your leadership offends the status quo, well, good. That means you're growing. I can't tell you how many folks I have ruffled their feathers, and I'm okay with that. And go from just being a director to I'm a culture shaper. You're not a glorified babysitter, nor are you a glorified manager. And you're not here to just check boxes. You are here to shift lives. I'm going to stop right there. You're here to shift lives, guys. You are literally shaping how your team feels about work, how they feel about family experience, and the care that you offer. You are a culture architect, a coach, and a catalyst for change. Everything from how you greet your staff to how you handle conflict refines your culture. And that culture is an engine that drives your entire center. And great directors don't just run programs, they create movements. So if you're only managing what already exists, you're missing the opportunity to build what's next. So stop thinking bigger because your impact already is. Stop leading like your voice changes the future because it does. Now, we've got this hustle pride to strategic energy. Protect the leader, not just the center. Overworking, I'm going to clap right there. Make sure you're listening. Overworking is not a badge of honor. It's a warning sign. Being the most tired person in the building does not make you the strongest. It means that you are pouring from an empty cup and calling it commitment. And I promise you, on my life, I have been there. And honestly, on my life, I almost lost it for that reason. Empowered leaders know their value does not come from exhaustion. They lead from clarity and intention, not caffeine and craziness. And protect their peace because they know their people need the best version of them every day. And they protect their energy like they protect the safety of their classrooms. You wouldn't let chaos walk into your toddler room, so why let it dominate your calendar or your office? If you're not well, the vision can't go anywhere, period. And you can't be the visionary if you're always exhausted. Rest is a leadership tool. So as we close, I'd like to send this thought to you. The truth is, you don't need more staff, you don't need a miracle budget, and you don't even need more hours in the day. What you do need is a new way of thinking. These mindset shifts are subtle, but they are powerful. And they separate the directors who stay in crisis mode from the ones who rise, build, and lead centers that people remember. So ask yourself this: what mindset am I leading from right now? And if you're ready to stop surviving and start leading with power, strategy, and vision, then keep showing up. You're exactly where you need to be. And until next time, this is Erica reminding you, you were made to manage chaos and you were made to lead a movement. And one last thing, if you haven't already, please check out the link below. Go take a little demo with our sponsors from Jackrabbit Care. If you want to talk about being able to manage the day-to-day in a way that protects your peace, gives clarity to your team, such amazing tools, like so many amazing tools. I think you really need to just hop on over to the demo, take a look, see what they have to offer. I promise you'll be extremely happy. I know that there is a milestone section there that my teachers are really excited about using for the upcoming school year. Of course, I love the enrollment tracking and financial tracking and all the business side, but my teachers are really excited for the educational piece and the parent communication as well. So thank you as always for tuning in to the Childcare Directors Chair podcast. And as always, have a great.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Childcare Director's Chair, where we believe leaders aren't born, they're grown. If something sparked for you today, share it, shout it out, or pass it along to the next bold changemaker in childcare. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and stay connected with Erica Sakosio for more real talk leadership tools and a whole lot of inspiration. Until next time, lead with heart, grow with fire, and always remember, the chair is yours. Now own it.